friends, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be closing out my week 1 budget and setting up week 2. Today is the 8th and I did pretty good this week, so we'll go through and talk through all the numbers. So in my last budget with me video, we laid out my budget for October and broke down cash for the first week of October. I stuffed a total of $401, and now I'm going to go through and see how much I spent of each of my categories. So this is my wallet where I carry a lot of my cash envelope spending. So first I'll start with groceries. So at the end of this week, we have 10, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, $20 left. So that's really good. So I'm just gonna put this money off to the side for now. Next is eating out. And I did spend all of that money, but I didn't actually eat out. I used it on a shirt that I bought, so. And then my flex funds. I have $1, $2, $3, $4, and $5 left in that. Put that off to the side. For gas, I charged that on my card and I spent $23 if I round up. And then special expenses, I did end up spending the full $40. So at the end of the week, the only place I overspent was with gas, and that's okay because I usually don't fill up every week. So overall, this was a really good week for me. I've never spent under budget for groceries by so much. If you watched my last video, you would know that one of my goals was to not spend out of any of my sinking funds, and I didn't this week. So that is a good start to the month. So now we're gonna go through and do a cash envelope breakdown for week 2, and then I'll go to the bank, pull out some money, and we'll stuff our envelopes. So this week is going to run from October 9th through the 15th. Okay, so here are my categories for week 2. The only difference from last week is that I'm not pulling out cash for gas. That was a mistake last time. So for groceries, I'm going to do $80 again this month. And I'll do a 50, a 20, and a 10 for 80. Eating out is gonna get 25 again, and that'll be 2 10s and a 5. And flex funds will get its 10 with a 5 and 5 ones. Christmas is getting 20. Auto is getting 15, and so is vacation. Medical is getting 10. Gifts is only getting, oh no, gifts is getting 10. Household's only getting 5. Personal care is getting 20. That category covers a lot of different things for me, so it's bigger than many of them. Weddings is getting 15. That's to help me pay for a lot of weddings I have over next summer in 2021. My 1 month ahead fund, my yearly subscriptions, and my savings challenge envelopes are only getting $1 because they're not priorities right now. Side hustles is getting a 10. Still haven't decided what I'm going to use that for. And then for these 3, so these 3 are all for my debt. So I have a Bank of America credit card minimum payment, my Citi credit card minimum payment, and then any extra money I'm putting towards debt that I'm pre-budgeting for. So for these, I'm going to not pull out the real money because I'll just transfer it online this week. So what I'm doing instead is I have fake money and I'm going to be stuffing the fake money to keep me motivated and see how much I'm putting towards debt for the month, so I can tangibly see it and keep myself motivated. So for that, I'm gonna do it in blue, which will indicate fake bills. So my Bank of America minimum payment's getting 50. My Citi credit card is getting 10. And I'm gonna do an additional $70 towards debt this week. So let's do 150, 110, and then a 50 and a 20 of fake bills. So I'm only gonna add up the real ones for the bill counts. So now I'm first gonna add up this. So I got 238, and then we'll make sure that that matches this total. And it does. So now I'm just gonna fill out my cash totals card and take that to the bank. So last week I pulled out $401, and this is a lot less, and that's because I decided to not pull out cash for my debt and not pull out cash for gas. So other than that, I'm stuffing pretty similar amounts to last week. So I'm gonna head to the bank and then I will be back. Okay, I'm back from the bank and I have my cash here, the $238, but we'll count to double check. A few things I forgot to mention are I, for each week, only am rebudgeting for my spending and for my sinking funds. The rest of my bills I just pay monthly out of my overall monthly paycheck, so I don't budget for these weekly. I just do it at the beginning of the month, and then I know how much money I have left over to spend in my envelopes and my sinking funds and my extra debt and extra savings. So I budget it all out for the month, and then I only rebudget every week for these categories, just because I know I have to pay for these, so I don't touch that money. So that's why I don't revisit these except once a month. One other thing I also forgot to mention is I'm not budgeting anything for special expenses this week because I don't need anything special. And for gas, instead of budgeting my usual $20, I'm only budgeting $17 since I was over budget last week. So pulling that from this week's gas because I don't think I'll need to fill up this week. So now I'm gonna put this over here. And we'll just make sure we have the $238. Okay, so we have 50, 70, 90, 110, 120, 130, 140, 150, 160, 170, 180, 190, 200, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, so 230, 231, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. So 238. So now we'll just lay it all out and get to stuffing. Okay, so before we start, first I'm gonna add in the fake money that I talked about. So I had 2 50s, a 20. Wait, I needed, let's see. So for the fake money, I needed 2 50s, 120, and 110. And I got these off of Amazon, so they're just fake, but they feel real-ish. So, but they're obvious enough that I won't try and spend them. So I'll add this to the pile. And then I have this pile of money of things that I did not spend from week 1, and that is going to be off to the side, and we're going to stuff that at the very end. Okay, so we'll start with my spending. I don't really need this. So we're going to start with groceries, and groceries is going to get $80. And that's going to get a 50, a 20, and a 10. So 50, 70, 80. And I don't roll over these envelopes because I'm trying to pay off debt, but once I pay off my debt, I might consider rolling over these funds, but not right now. So groceries is stuffed, and now eating out is gonna get 25. So that's gonna get 2 10s and a 5. 10, 25. That is stuffed. And then my flex funds. And that is going to get a 5 and 5 1s. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And now these are all stuffed, and I can put them in my wallet. Moving on to my sinking funds, the fun part. Okay, Christmas is getting 20. And Christmas should have, so Christmas should have 120, 50, 70, 90, 110, and 120. Christmas is stuffed. Now auto care is getting 15. So a 10 and a 5. So now auto care should have 80, 50, 60, 70, 75, 80. Auto care is stuffed. Now for vacation, travel. Vacation and travel is getting 15. So this should also have 80, 10 and a 5. 50, 60, 70, 75, 80. And now medical is just getting 10. $10 bill. So now medical should have 45. 20, 30, 45. And now for gifts. Gifts is also getting 10. So gifts should have 55. 20, 30, 40, 55. Household's only getting 5, and that's because I don't really need anything right now, so I'm not prioritizing it. So now household should have 30, 20, 25, 30. And then personal care should be getting 20. So now it should have 120, 50, 70, 90, 110, 120. And then this is my store credit for a consignment shop that I told y'all about last week in my last stuffing video. This envelope is new. I replaced the old one that I had for weddings because this is more on brand with weddings. And so weddings is getting 15. So now it should have 30. I just decided to create this envelope because I realized how expensive next summer weddings are going to be, so I want to start this early. So now I should have 30, 10, 20, 25, and 30. So this envelope is for my 1 month ahead fund, which is only getting $1. So now it should have $3, which it does. And then my yearly subscriptions, that's also only getting $1, and it should also have $3. One, two, and 3. This is my side hustle envelope, and that is getting 10 today. So now it should have 26, 10, 20, 25, 26. And then my savings challenges envelope is only getting $1 because I am not doing any savings challenges right now, but I wanted to have an envelope for when I do. So right now my challenge is $1 a week, I guess. And now I have $3. Okay, so these last 3 envelopes are all new, and they are for my debt. So the red one is for my Bank of America credit card, and any fake money that I put towards that credit card will go in here. So that is for minimum payments or any budgeted extra payments. I'll stuff with fake money so I can see how much I'm putting towards it. But I'll just make those transfers online. I won't actually pull the cash out. Same is true for my blue envelope, which is for my city credit card. So minimum payments and budgeted extra payments will be fake money, and it'll go in here. And then this envelope is my debt avalanche category, and this is for any additional money that I make or that I save that's in cash that I can deposit and use for one of my credit cards. I hope that makes sense. If it doesn't, leave me a comment and I will re-explain it in my next video. So my Bank of America minimum payment this week is $50. So this is a fake 50. And in here I have the fake 50 from last week, which is not on here yet because this is a new tracker. So now I have 100 that by the end of this week, I'll have paid $100 towards this credit card. I know this may seem superfluous, but for me, it's really motivating to physically feel how much money I'm putting towards my debt. So it's a really good motivator for me. And if that works for you, I'd recommend getting some prop money and doing this as well. So my Citi credit card is getting 10 this week for its minimum payment. And last week I put 13, so all of that is fake as well. So now I should have 23, 10, 20, 1, 2, and 3. So $23 towards the minimum payment. And then I budgeted $70 to go towards my debt avalanche, and I didn't pull that 70 out because I just wanted to go ahead and make the transfer. So I'm actually going to add that to my Citi credit card this week because of my strategy that how I'm trying to pay off that as much on that card before the end of November. And if you want more information as to why I'm doing that, you can watch my last video about my debt payoff journey. So now I should have 93, 50, 70, 80, 90, 1, 2, 3. So $93 that has been or will be transferred to my Citi credit card this week, or for the month. Okay, so then this envelope is for any cash that I have that I need to deposit and put towards my debt. A lot of this is still from September. I just haven't deposited it yet, so I'm going to do that this month. So all of the money I didn't spend from week 1 is going to go towards my credit card, towards my debt. And that is 10, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, and 25. So that should be 183, which is awesome. So let's see, oops. What is this from? Oh, you know what this is? This is from last week's extra debt payment. So this is actually in the wrong envelope. This should be in the Citi credit card because I paid it towards that card. So let's take out 40. And we'll add that here. So now I should have 133 for my Citi credit card. $50, $70, $90, $110, $120, $130, $130, 1, 2, 3. Okay. Sorry about that. I was all confused. So this envelope should always be real cash until I deposit it. So now we should have 143. 20, 30, 40, 50, 55, 60, 65. Uh-oh. Okay, so last week I also transferred my Bank of America minimum payment and my Citi credit card payment. So it would be 93, and that should be 83. Okay. Oh no, 80. Okay, I forgot that I made all those deposits and transfers and I didn't log them. So now I should have 80, which I think I did, but I'm gonna recount. 20, 30, 40, 50, 55, 60, 65, 66, 7, 8, 9, 70, 71, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 80. Okay, not going crazy, so that's great. So $80 extra so far. Not as great as I thought, but still something. Okay. So that is all of my stuffing for the week, and I hope y'all enjoyed this video. If you did, please like and subscribe. Really excited to have a couple subscribers and a couple views on my videos, and hoping to just grow the channel from here. So would love to hear feedback or things that you all want to see or don't see. I'm gonna try and mix some things up, so let me know what works and what doesn't. And I hope to see y'all next week. Bye.